Today, the Mercury Marine destination takes us to Saskatchewan, then over to Lake Ontario. First, pike are the target today, and they sure love flashy lures. Spoons are great for pike, and sensitive rods that telegraph the action can help you feel everything even better to maximize your retrieval speed. But you can make spoons even better with this handy little trick. This has been a secret for years, and it's easy to do it yourself. Then wind is never fun on the water, but you can make the most of it and go with the flow. Lake Ontario salmon and pike on the magic spoon this week on Fishful Thinking. Fishful Thinking is brought to you by Mercury Marine. Princecraft boats dominate the waters. Viking 100% waterproof rain gear. And Ram trucks built to serve. Water conditions are brought to you by Humminbird Fish Finders. Get the big picture. Waters can blow up fast, but you can be more comfortable. Smooth out your ride with Smooth Moves shock-absorbing seat suspensions.
Nice little fish. I have a feeling this little trick is going to work extremely well. It's really easy to do to a spoon and give it all kinds of extra noise and flash. This is something I had in a spoon years ago, and thought I'm going to doctor up some spoons and do it myself. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
Man, they're pretty fish. They're thick.
Gorgeous.
Good little start.
Yeah. Oh, and she's ready to go.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
Henry, I think that little tick and clacking is going to make a difference.
I think so. You're getting a little attention with it.
Yeah, it's it just gives a little extra life to a spoon. That's a nice fish.
Gorgeous. Look at the back on her.
And back up you come, buddy. And just hook perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just turn him around.
And right into the net.
Beautiful. Let me grab my gloves.
I'm just gonna swing her to the other side.
Yep.
Easy girl.
And the spoon is out.
Perfect. I like those ones.
Oh, I love tinkering with lures, and I think this one's going to just beautiful. That's a gorgeous fish.
Gorgeous.
Awesome. Okay, we'll get that back quick.
But a third.
I think there's going to be lots of those.
I think so as well.
Oh, nope, no problem. Awesome. Good job. Whoa, don't hit the boat, buddy. Don't hit the boat. Do whatever you have to not to scrub that line. Ah, this is so much fun. This little modification is easier to do than you think with a pair of tin snips. Oh, down under again. And I love this 130-pound Testigar fluorocarbon. You can get a whole day out of it. You can grab the leader to control the fish. They can't see it. The fish wraps in it, and it doesn't hurt the fish.
Yeah. And it's really forgiving to your hand.
Yeah, there you are.
Not quite ready.
And there he comes. Bring him back up. And there he is. Awesome.
Beautiful.
Nice fish. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
All right, yeah, get this out of the way. Let's see if I can grab him out of the net. Thank you, thank you. That's a beauty. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, buddy. Grab your tail. All right, you can go. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. Great fish.
Now, I'm going to show you what I've done to this spoon, and it works on all kinds of spoons. You can match the colors. Years ago, I had a lure that had a little metal tail on it that clacked along in the back of a spoon. The finish was horrible on it, but it caught fish everywhere, and I thought, I've got so many great spoons, why can't I do this myself? What I've done, see the little metal tail on the back of this? I've taken a Colorado blade. At a local tackle store, I found some that had some blue on it to even match the spoon. I flattened it out with a pair of needle nose pliers, cut a little triangle in that with a pair of tin snips, and made my own little tail. And not only does it give extra flash, it gives a little click that they've never heard that with a spoon before, and it just works. You have to make sure it's not so long that it locks into the hook and acts as a hook deflector. I've actually taken this one and put a long shaft hook on it. Other ones, I'll actually add an extra split ring to it to make the hook longer. Or you just trim it a bit, but just make sure, test it yourself, run your hand along it. That grips, shake it around a little bit, that still grips, and it's not deflecting the hook or protecting the hits. But let me tell you, it's one of those little secrets, little tricks that will catch you a lot more fish.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Mercury. Power and dependability you can count on.
Netting fish can be difficult at the best of times. They're unpredictable, you never know which way they're going to go, but there's certain things you can do to put things in your favor. Now, big fish seem to have a knack for it. The last second, they turn, the hooks get caught in the rim of the net, it shakes, it's gone, and you go, oh, what happened? One of the biggest problems is when you're pulling that big fish towards a net, the rim of this net hits your line, and it actually turns the head of the fish and it just makes it go the other way. It's a difficult thing to do, but at that crucial moment, for years, I give it a slack line and net the fish, and it doesn't turn away, and you get it completely in the belly of the net. Now, I've got a bumper tied to my line here just to mimic a fish coming in. Now, if I keep my line tight, when I go to net this fish, it turns its head just like that, and it goes to the rim of the net, shakes off, and I don't get a good netting of that fish. If I do the same thing and give it slack line at that perfect moment, it goes into the net, just like that. I've netted some very big fish myself over the years doing this. It's worked great. You have to have some timing on this because you got to get to that slack line at just the right moment or you'll miss the fish completely. But it works for me. It really might help you catch some of those big fish at that last second.
Conditions today are brought to you by Revo Sunglasses, technology that performs.
Doesn't matter what size they are, they're just eating this thing up. Like I said, I just want the flash. It gives a little bit of a noise to it, but I really wanted the flash as well. I knew when I bought those blue blades to match up, oh, come back here, fish, to match up with the color of that spoon, it's gonna wear off, but I bought a few of them. I don't care if it's just straight silver. There you are, buddy. I don't care if it's straight silver. I want that flash and that click, but I thought, well, why not match the spoon and for as long as it's there before it wears off anyway. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
Nice, thank you. That thing just smoked it. Nice, perfect hook too.
Yeah.
I think by adding that little clicker at the back, it stops them from sucking it all the way in. They're hitting the tail,
Yeah.
which I hate. I don't like using spoons when they gore from right down.
Yeah.
That's my thinking right now. So far, it's proven that.
Open up.
Might have to stretch them out to give a little more tension on them.
Yeah.
They were stuffed in a suitcase in the plane. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. Thick.
Yeah. Nice back on it.
Man, so aggressive. Oh, another solid fish, Henry.
Gorgeous.
Just so much fun.
And once again, a great hook.
Yeah, I really am starting to think maybe they're direct your attention back to the tail and not sucking the whole spoon out of sight, which I'm good with. Beauty. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
Nice. Come on, come on, come on. Wow, another nice, fun little guy. Boy, you are starting to gorf them. That thick leader's nice to grab, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about wire cutting your hands.
No.
I like how gentle you are with the fish, Henry. You're very careful with them.
I try to be if I can help it anyway.
Yeah. I'm sure the fish appreciates it too. Thank you.
Away he goes.
That little spoon with that little, there's a nice fish. That little spoon with my little metal clicker tail just keeps on working. There we go, buddy. There, I knew you were gonna do something sooner or later. Nice fish. Nice fish. It's a little trick and a little adjustments that you can do to these things that sometimes makes the difference. And I really think it readjusts their attention to hit the back of the spoon. Oh, hey, I'll get that out of the way. I'll get you to swing the net over here,
Yep.
if you don't mind.
Coming up to you.
This guy's gonna go ballistic yet at some point. Whoa, he almost left the net. All right. Be like that. Awesome. Little tricks, little additions. And it does catch extra fish. There you go, sweetheart. Grab you, turn you around. There you go. Silver on the backside, nice blue and silver spoon, and my blue blade is starting to wear off. But like I said before, it adds a little extra flash. Spoon's going this way, it's like a little tail, it clicks. Make sure it doesn't hang down too far over the hooks or it actually will deflect the hook. But like I said, all I did was take a blade, flatten it out with some pliers, cut it with tin snips, and made my own little tail. Works like a charm. Let's see what you are. Getting a little bouncy out here. And just as a perfect example, rather than beat yourself up, trolling into the waves, crossways, smashing, you can't keep a consistent speed. It's a little more effort, it's a little more trouble. Pick up your gear, run up, and come downhill with it. You get a nice consistent speed. I'm using spoons today. The spoons have a consistent speed. They're working all the time. I've watched guys today crashing into these waves. They've got planer boards out, their bows out of the water, sprays going everywhere. There's no way you're keeping a consistent speed. I ran up there, I set up. It takes a little more effort, but my speed's not bouncing all over the place, and boom, into a fish. I'm using dipsy divers, I'm using downriggers, I've had planer boards out. Let the fish tell you what they want. The water is really cold. Even the surface is 46. The fish are gonna be from the top to the bottom. Play and let the fish tell you where they are. It's a little hazy, the water's a little green. They don't have to be on the bottom, they can be anywhere. Nice little salmon. And I'll slow myself down a hair more since the waves are pushing me anyway. And see if I can surf you into the net. There we go. I don't eat a lot of fish, but this size, this time of year, beautiful on the smoker. These are the perfect ones you want to keep. In we come. Like I said, this time of the year, these fish are just so nice. Just fun fish today. A lot of little fellas, just a lot of fun fish. And let me tell you, even those guys, you wouldn't be catching them. You wouldn't be catching them at all if you're not keeping a consistent speed. Awesome little fish. You know what? I've already got a few small ones. This guy's no worse for wear at all. Watch this guy go. But make no mistake about it, when you're trolling into these waves, especially with spoons, your spoon's doing nothing, then it's spinning out of control, then doing nothing and spinning out of control, the fish are not hitting it. When you can set yourself coming downhill, you're pushing a little bit and then you're settling back and you're pushing a little bit, but your spoon stays consistent and you catch fish. It's a lot more trouble. I'm almost at the end of my run again. I gotta pick everything up. I gotta run all the way back and set all up again. It's worth it.
Fishful Thinking is brought to you by Mercury Marine. Princecraft Boats dominate the waters. Humminbird Helix Fish Finders. And Ram Trucks, built to serve. Tackle today 100% protection from UV, A, B, and C with Revo sunglasses. 40-pound test Seaguar Smackdown Performance Braided Lines. Daiwa Zillion heavy-duty bait casting reel with the T-Wing system. 130-pound test Seaguar Abrasix Muskie and Pike Leader. Available in 1 or 2-piece the Daiwa Rebellion rods. Viking 100% waterproof and windproof jackets, pants, and bibs. Daiwa Saltist line counter reels with 6.1-to-1 gear ratio. Humminbird Helix 10 fish finders with built-in GPS. Designed for multi-species, the Princecraft Expedition 200. The Mercury 225 horsepower 4-stroke motor. 9.9 Mercury Pro Kicker trolling motor. And the Ram 2500 with 6.7-liter Cummins diesel engine.
Wow, just keep digging. Beautiful, beautiful bass. Just look at this. That's a tank and a half.